What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews, and in this video I'm taking a look at the Tin Hifi T2 Plus earphones. Oh, and by the way, welcome to another review. Roll that intro. The T2 Plus has a single 10mm dynamic driver, and it's the first earphone from Tin Hifi's T series that deviates from the physical design style of the original T2. Now I know there's someone pedantic out there ready to jump on the comments and say, well, what about the T1? Shut up, asshole. Most people are familiar with the T2 and forward from there, but yes, the T1 is also slightly different, very different I should say, in shape. But anyway, let's have a closer look at these now. So the T2 Plus has got a really simple design, at least on the exterior. You got this gorgeous powder coated sort of matte finish with no markings or anything, blemishes whatsoever. Just a very minimalistic kind of design. I really like it. The only markings are the left and right on the inner side of the shell there. There is one small vent on the bottom side, and you'll find another one at the base of the nozzle. The nozzle, of course, has the metal mesh there to keep all your nasty earwax out. But that's about it for the design. Once again, we've got MMCX connectors, which Tin Hifi seems to favour, but so far these MMC connectors seem to be the best of all the Tin Hifi IEMs that I've had in the past. They just feel a lot more stable and sturdy than the other ones. Now, as far as comfort goes, yeah, these are really comfortable. It's great to see the new shell design, the new shape. They just fit in your ear much more naturally, although the other ones had the advantage where you could wear them over ear or cable down, but I much prefer the shape and fit of these. They just fit in your ears much more comfortably, at least for me anyway. So yeah, very comfortable. I can wear these all day long. Now let's have a quick look at this cable. I think this is the best cable from Tin Hifi so far. The one that came with the T3 was really nice, but I think this one is even better. Silver plated copper. It is really supple, very soft, and it handles really nicely. It's got this straight 3.5mm aluminium plug with excellent strain relief on it. It's also got this chin slider cable cinch, which is very handy, and a simple little wire split here. But overall, yeah, really nice cable. Okay, moving right along, let's get to the sound now. So the T2 Plus, in a sense, goes back to its T2 roots in regards to its general sound signature. It does this by having a linear presentation where the bass and the mid-range and treble are all aligned fairly evenly without anything sort of standing up above the rest. It also has the familiar subtle upper mid-range and lower treble lift that we're used to. But the main difference here that I found between these and the original T2 is that now the sound feels more substantial and sort of more vivid. The bass has a bit more oomph, and plus the mid-range has additional body and warmth where the T2 did not. Let's break it down now and talk a bit about the bass, which is one of my favorite aspects of the T2 Plus's sound. Let me start by saying though that if you are a bass head, this probably isn't the earphone for you. But having said that, I think this is one of the better examples of bass that you'll find in the budget segment right now. It's just a very good, well executed and tidy bass. It's quick in both its attack and its decay. It has this nice natural weight to it. There's definitely enough low end to get you into a head bobbing frenzy when your jam is playing. And the sub bass can get physical too and sort of hit you with some real thunder when the track calls for it. So there's plenty of bass there, but they're just not what I would call a bass orientated or bass heavy sound. so keep that in mind. Now mid-range in true Tin Hi-Fi form. The mid-range is clear and it's detailed and organic. There's a slight emphasis on the upper mids, which gives female vocals and certain instruments a vibrant flourish without sounding nasally. Male vocals are just slightly thinner, but they still have sufficient body and gusto. But I found in general the mid-range has a surprisingly accurate tone for a budget IEM. Like, for example, classical strings have got a nice resonance that's neither too rich nor too dry. It sounds quite accurate, it's really good. I mean, we're talking about what, $40, $50? Quite impressive. Now in terms of the treble, rounding out the tuning is a precise and airy treble. The extension is there, there's a touch of sparkle, and there's a good amount of detail in the treble. In terms of quantity, the treble sits just behind the mid-range, where it's not too bright, yet it adds plentiful energy and clarity. And overall, the treble tuning is nice on these. You might have heard some people say that they think these are a little bit on the bright side. I don't agree with that myself. Despite the treble having some energy and a little bit of sparkle, they're not what I would call bright. And what's most important is there is no sibilance and no harshness. When it comes to Soundstage, the dimensions of the stage are fairly average, but the quality of the Soundstage is great for a budget earphone. The instrument separation is excellent, thanks to the fast transients and the speedy bass decay. Adding to that, the stereo imaging or left to right imaging is really good as well. It gives you a pretty good idea of the position of different instruments throughout the stage. There's not a great deal of depth, but there is a sense of height, which is quite unusual in such a cheap IEM like this. Okay, for comparisons, look, I'm not going to go into comparisons in this video. If you want comparisons with the T4 and other IEMs, check out the written review. There'll be a link in the description below. Also, don't forget to check out Instagram and Facebook pages, and join the fam on Discord if you're into Discord. Come and have a chat with us there. Alright, so to sum up, the T2 Plus, what I like about these, I love the look, I love the new shape, the fit, the comfort. I really like the tidy bass, the lush clear mid-range, and I love that airy treble as well. And of course I like this nice cable too. What I don't like, or caveats, look, to be honest, for the price these are going at, I don't really have anything negative to say. If I were to nitpick, I might say that the noise isolation is not the best. But apart from that, man, these are just a really good earphone. I think actually these are probably the best sub $50 earphones right now. The other one being the Moondrop SSR, but I'm not sure. I haven't spent extensive time with that one yet. But I think if you're shopping under $50, these are the ones to get right now. If you've got a little bit more to spend, I would still recommend the iBasso IT00. But yeah, these are a great earphone. They will be going on my best IEMs list on the website, so check that out. And look, if you've heard the T2 Plus and you have another earphone or more earphones in the Tin T2 series, leave us a comment down below and let me know what you think about the sound and how they compare to the other models. But anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, Parfam audiophile style. If you're new here and you want to see more reviews like this in the future, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.